Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matthew, as you know, and today I am going to be reacting to the Star Wars Jedi Survivor official reveal trailer. Now, we already did a reaction to their teaser trailer, but I am so excited to do this, you guys. A lot of the things, I rewatched my own video for the teaser trailer because I wanted to remember what I thought a couple months ago. And I still agree with past me that I really am curious to see if it'll be like the God of War game to God of War Ragnarok, where they pretty much keep the exact same combat system, like a if it ain't broke don't fix it kind of thing, and just make new locations and different ways to traverse the realm, you know, quote unquote realms, and in Star Wars it would be planets. I'm wondering if it's going to be pretty much the same combat system and there's different ways to traverse the planets, or just new areas to explore and a new story, or how they're going to do it. Another point I was going to raise was that how is Vader not going to be up Cal Kestis' ass hunting him in this game? And a cool workaround for the creators was that Jedi Survivor, which is the second in the Jedi game trilogy, I'm very sure it'll be a trilogy, this occurs the same time as the Kenobi show. So I don't know if we'll get a season 2 of Kenobi, but that's a really cool and fair, making sense workaround for the writers, that Darth Vader at the point of this game coming out is super in his obsession mode of finding Kenobi, hunting his ass down. So I think that was a perfect cover up for why Vader might not be as present in this game as you think he would be after the first game. Something I'm also interested about is we didn't see Cal's previous crew members, Seer Junda, Marin, or Grease in the first teaser at all, so I wonder if they'll be in this. And regarding if I think Cal will live or not, I think that they want us to be scared for if he's gonna die, but I really do think the first game did so well that this is going to be a trilogy. I think it'll be really interesting to see. Trilogies seem to be all the rage nowadays in movies. I think it'll be really interesting if that starts happening with games too, like trilogies are the way. We saw it with the original God of War trilogy, I suppose, and Lego Star Wars games, so I mean, maybe it's not that rare. You guys, I just have to thank y'all again. I know I sound like a broken record, but in the last week, I have gained 56 subscribers, which means I have gained a third of my following in the last week. So I just wanted to thank you all so much again for all of your support. If you guys are liking the videos, make sure to hit the like button, hit the sub bell. Only 16% of you ladies and gentlemen are subscribed. I'm so hyped for this game. It would be my most anticipated game of the year if not for Hogwarts Legacy, and that's just because I've loved the Harry Potter stuff. Since I was 10, I was reading those books, and there's never really been a game, I know there's Lego games where you can explore Hogwarts, but there's never really been a game where you can explore every little thing about Hogwarts. And again, that's what I love so much about Jedi Fallen Order, was that you could go to the deepest depths of the Shadowlands of Kashyyyk and listen to a holo recording of a stormtrooper who was left alone to fight a freaking Mahasi-Hasi-Ha big-ass spider, like, or go to Dathomir and listen to a recording of how the Night Sisters thought it was the Jedi that attacked them because Grievous had the green and blue lightsabers during the Clone Wars. There's all of these awesome little Easter eggs and extra bits of knowledge you can gain as a super fan when exploring to 100% in Jedi Fallen Order, which I did. I got all 100% achievements, and it was an absolute pleasure. It wasn't even, like, it was challenging, but it was a pleasure to do. So I hope this game is like that, and the only reason that Hogwarts Legacy is more anticipated for me is because we've never seen something like that with Harry Potter. So if you can go into the deepest depths of Hogwarts' dungeons, if you can go explore the caves in the Forbidden Forest, or like in the distant mountain ranges, explore Hogsmeade, I think that if you really can do all that, then that's my most anticipated game. But that's literally the only reason Jedi Survivor isn't. And I love Star Wars. So I am so hyped for this. Again, if you guys like the video, here we go.
The order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
Oh, Magna Guards! Oh! Hey, where's Seer?
I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
Familiar combat. Mounts. Mounts. Oh.
A Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Damn.
Here we go.
Ooh, dual wielding.
After all we've done,
Wampa.
it's only grown stronger.
Dude, Dark Troopers. Oh my god.
Thanks, bud.
New crew?
Don't guess this.
Whoa.
The Jedi is a threat.
Battle droids, baby.
Have this.
As long as we fight.
Wow. Whoa. No.
Hope survives.
Commando droids too? I've got chills. I have chills, dude. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. W. So I kind of thought this was a guy in the teaser trailer, and it kind of looked like, I know it's stupid to say it looked like a girl because it was long hair, but I'm gonna just admit that I did think it was a girl when I was watching this for the first time. But then of course when he got out, it was as a dude. And I believe it's this same guy we see right here talking to the bounty hunters. Now, when we first saw these bounty hunters in the trailer, I at first was thinking, I tried not to talk too much in the trailers, but in the first game, Cal gets captured by bounty hunters during the middle of the story, and you're at this arena and you have to fight your way out of the arena and escape. In that organization, the bounty hunters that caught you were Haxian Brood bounty hunters, and there were multiple types of them. So when these two bounty hunters first appeared, I thought maybe they could be Haxian Brood bounty hunters, but then when they're talking with this guy, it made me think maybe they're just directly working with a different organization, because that guy is clearly not the leader of that arena in the first game. Holy crap, you guys! I can see why this game is only for the new gen consoles, and this might sound weird to say as someone who doesn't have new gen yet, but I think that's good. That I think Hogwarts Legacy caved in and is willing to be on old gen, and they're going through all this extra stuff they have to have lesser graphics or better graphics work on the old gen, whatever. But Jedi Survivor, EA said, hard pass. So I think that's kind of a good idea as far as them being able to focus on what's important. So I definitely need to get a new console before this game comes out, obviously. I want to break down what this guy that gets out of the back to tank says.
The order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
So again, just with that little dialogue I just showed y'all, I thought these two bounty hunters were Haxian Brood fellows at first from the first game, but here we see them talking with the Jedi that Cal released from the Bacta tank. Now, to break that down even further, I think that this Jedi that Cal released from the Bacta tank is a High Republic Jedi. Now, Disney Star Wars is trying to go into this thing. Again, I love The Mandalorian, and I'm going to be so excited for Jedi Survivor, but there is also the knowledge and acceptance that Disney has been largely staying around the Star Wars media that George Lucas created, which again, I'm super excited to see these things. And after this trailer releases, if you hit the bell to stay notified for future videos, I'm going to be doing a Bad Batch Season 2 new trailer reaction as well. I love the George Lucas Star Wars stuff that Disney is filling in the gaps and stuff. I really do. Especially Andor as well. But I was going to tell y'all, there is one of their newest attempts. You know, they did the sequel trilogy that was not well received at all, really. So their second attempt at kind of going their own way with Star Wars and not just relying on Lucas's, I guess what you could say, his base, like they're expanding on it. They're doing the High Republic era. So I believe that this Jedi is from the High Republic era, and another Jedi failed or betrayed him back then. A cool plot twist this game could do is I could see him saying that Master Yoda betrayed him or something, which of course I love Yoda, but I could see the storytellers coming up with a creative way to show the flaws in the Jedi or something like that. And I was hoping Cal would have him as an ally, but then we see this High Republic Jedi meeting with the bounty hunters and telling them that, so whatever he's planning, Cal's trying to stop it. What's really interesting about these games is that you would think with all of the different, it's like they confirm, you know, in the movies, it's like, oh, Luke is the only Jedi left. And they still might find a way for Luke to be the only hope by the time episodes 4 through 6 are happening, because this is before that. But what's really interesting is that they do confirm there are all these lightsaber wielding fellas, whether it be Jedi that left the Order or Sith that left the Order, whatever. You know, like there was, so my example is there was Terran Malicos in the 10th episode of my Jedi Fallen Order series. You can go watch it. He's a fallen Jedi, and Cal and him could have technically worked together against the Empire, but Cal had to take Terran Malicos down. And so I feel like they're doing that same thing here too. Like, there's a High Republic Jedi that could help the rebellion. He could help, and he's choosing to be a bitch. So Cal's gonna have to take him down.
I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
So you guys, in that snippet, I was going to say I'm excited to be Seer Junda. What? I'm excited to see Seer Junda again. I love the buzz cut she has. She got the new tats as well. At first, I was thinking, obviously I can see there's some Jedi text around her. But when I just rewatched it and paid attention to the background, she is in Eno Cordova's hideout on Bogano. So even though they don't show some outside shots of Bogano, just from seeing that room, it's confirmed that we will get to go back to Bogano in Jedi Survivor. Which also, I wonder how they're going to explain that in the story, because after you complete in the final mission of Jedi Fallen Order, the second sister encounters you on Bogano and escapes with the holocron. And then for the end game, you know, like after the story's complete, when you can just explore every planet, whatever, however you want, the Empire is there, occupying Bogano. So I wonder how it's going to be safe again for Seer Junda to just be there, collecting Jedi artifacts. Also, y'all, if you're just jumping in and didn't really play or watch a playthrough of the first Jedi Fallen Order game, I should call it the Jedi Trilogy, because Fallen Order is the name of the first game, this one's Survivor. If you haven't seen the first game in the Jedi Trilogy, you should watch mine. I'll leave the link down below so y'all can get ready to watch the playthrough for Jedi Survivor with me, baby. I will absolutely be 100%ing this game, and just so y'all know, if you think I have mic problems, which you wouldn't be wrong for, I did ask Santa for a mic for Christmas, so hopefully he comes in clutch. But I also wanted to say that at the end of the first game, Cal got visions. The visions showed him that if he used the holocron to find the Force sensitives, that the same thing would happen to what Seer Junda did. Because Seer Junda's story was her and her Padawan tried to collect Padawans and train them and help them escape after Order 66. And the Empire found them and killed most of the Padawans, tortured Seer, and turned her daughter, by daughter I mean Padawan, I'm so sorry, into the second sister at Fortress Inquisitorius, which we got to see in live action in the Kenobi show. So basically what Cal realizes in the end game of the first Jedi game in the trilogy is that it's too early. He discovers that if he tries to collect all those Force sensitives to protect them, that the same thing will happen. The Empire will find him and the kids and likely kill some of them and turn the rest into Inquisitors. So Cal cuts the holocron in half, and it's kind of a bittersweet ending, because what he realizes is that it is better to let those Force sensitives slowly forget the Force and for it to naturally fade away in them before they can truly learn to tap into it. So like a good example of that is Han Solo. In the movies, never really believed in the Force until the ending of the original trilogy. And then even though he was never a Jedi, he was obviously somewhat Force sensitive because he's able to appear in the sequel trilogy as a ghost to his son. So I just say that because I'm thinking of these children having a similar... I'm just using that to explain these children from the end of the first game. Basically, if Cal would have found them because they're Force sensitive, they would have died. So it was better for, like, you see the child with the broomstick looking into the stars that has the Force in the sequel trilogy. Imagine that, but instead of Cal finding him and quote-unquote helping him, it's better for the Force to slowly fade in these children so that they can have a life, so that they don't have to live this terrible life as Inquisitors, if they even survived. So I thought that was an interesting ending to the first game, and Cal was basically realizing it's not the right time, it's for someone else to do down the line. Which it does happen with Grandmaster Luke Skywalker, baby. I tried to avoid leaks, you guys, but I will admit, I knew that B1 battle droids were back. Reprogrammed though, obviously the Separatists are gone. A lot of Separatists are rebels during this time. But we get B1 battle droids, Magna Guards, Commando droids, and I believe they will all be reprogrammed, and they could be serving... we see them in this deserty / rural planet, and they could be serving the High Republic Jedi or the Imperial Senator from the teaser trailer. We also get Dark Troopers, you guys. Early versions of them, at least, which is interesting because then it's like, I thought that Moff Gideon created that whole design in The Mandalorian Season 2, but maybe he created the Mark II version, and this is Mark I in the trailer. We also get to see a Wampa, and it's kind of funny because Star Wars media, you know, I heard someone say this once, they feel like every Star Wars planet is one biome, and that's probably because of the original trilogy. You know, it was very bare bones in ways back then. And so I will admit, every time my friends and I, there's no way anyone can deny this, everyone's probably always thought of Wampas as native to Hoth. But here we see a, like, dirty, muddy kind of Wampa on a different planet, and that's really cool. I like that. Here we get another shot of Cal's ship crash landing. This could also be the same shot from the teaser trailer where his ship lands on the very edge of the cliff. And again, we don't get to see Grease or Marin in this trailer, so I hope they're okay. I wonder what happened to them. Maybe they're sticking on Bogano with Seer? These new mounts look so cool, you guys. I'm wondering if they will be situational, like in God of War Ragnarok. Freyr gives Kratos a flying boat. But even though that's played for a badass moment, it's really only for crossing a huge gap on one realm, and that's all. That's the only time you can use it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a hater, I'm just pointing that out. So I'm wondering if Jedi Survivor will pull the same falsehood, like of, wow, there's these mounts you can use, or if it's really like a one-time cutscene to travel through a canyon to this city, and then you can use this winged creature to fly between one specific gap on one specific planet, and that's it. We'll see.
A Jedi.
So these two are obviously...
Why, his kind are supposed to be dead.
They're gonna survive this encounter, which makes me think they might actually be main characters if they're not gonna die one-off.
After all,
Look at that Wampa, bro. Holy shit. How does Cal take that though? Yo, we got the Dark Troopers. I love it. Love it, man. I love it. Walking is back?
thanks, bud. Part of the job, Gustus.
Okay, that part's really interesting too. So, there was some really old Star Wars games called Knights of the Old Republic. And in that you had a multiple variety of characters you could bring with you on different missions. I wonder if Bode will just be like the one character that's with us, kind of like Seer was always giving us comms, if it will be Bode in this game. Or if it'll be a selection, like you can bring Seer Junda with you on a mission, Marin, and have a Night Sister Witch doing dark magic on people. Or if it'll just be Bode.
The Jedi is a threat.
Dude, the B1s don't even have guns there. That's cool. Oh, Super Battle Droids! I didn't even notice the first time.
As long as
Got
we fight.
B2s as well. Dude, grapple hook 2, fellas. We got that. crossguard, lightsabers, W.
Hope survives.
Hope survives. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's such a W, man. Oh, that's such a W. That's so cool, you guys. I'm so freaking hyped for this. That's so cool, man. A lot of people with the first Jedi game had problems with all the rewards being ponchos or Mantis upgrades, I mean just paint jobs or BD1 paint jobs. So I hope that this game expands its customization. Right now I'm about to go into leaks. I think it's not a story leak or anything. It's a leak for what one of the deluxe editions of the game includes. So like the video and come back later if you don't want to hear it. So the deluxe edition of this game includes the Scoundrel cosmetic for Cal and the Rebel Hero cosmetic, which is Han Solo's episode 4 outfit and Luke Skywalker's Yavin Celebration outfit from episode 4 as well. And it includes the rugged BD1 cosmetic skin and the BD Astro BD1 cosmetic skin. And the Rebel Hero lightsaber set, which is a lightsaber modeled with elements from all of the lightsabers wielded by Luke Skywalker throughout the original trilogy. And here's the spoiler that I was talking about. That's not really a big deal. It's not story spoiler. But there's a DL-44 blaster set in the deluxe edition where you can arm yourself with one of the most iconic blasters in the Star Wars galaxy. So what's really interesting about that, you guys, and you can see Cal's gun on his holster in this image, which is why I said it's really not that big of a spoiler if it's in the official image for the game. But it confirms blaster combat in Jedi Survivor. So what I think is really interesting about that, you guys, is I'm not sure what the masses expect, but when you think of the Battlefront 2015 and Battlefront 2017 style of running and gunning against other players in third person where your aiming is slightly off to the right or left of your character and you're shooting ahead of them a little bit to shoot them, I don't think that it'll be like free-wheeled, you're aiming your blaster and shooting droids far away in third person. I also don't think it'll be first person. I think it'll be more Bloodborne style. So where Jedi Fallen Order was very Dark Souls style with the gameplay and combat mechanics, I think Jedi Survivor is going to take it a step further and add the Bloodborne mechanics. So I think you won't be free aiming the blaster really at people. You'll still lock on with your controller button, or I don't know what the hell you do with mouse and keyboard, but you'll lock on with RS on controller, and then the blaster will serve kind of like the guns did in Bloodborne, where let's say you're facing a Magna Guard, you can quick draw your blaster and shoot him in the chest or something to lower his block, and then go in with your lightsaber. I think that's the role the blasters will play in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so freaking excited for this game. I really have come to love this character. It would be awesome if Obi-Wan appears in this, y'all. It would be great if Obi-Wan appears in this, but it's the same time as his show. And the only thing that even got him to leave Tatooine in the first place was to save Leia Organa. So we did hear Obi-Wan in the first game. We could hear Cal listening to Obi-Wan's message he gave in the Jedi Temple to other Jedi so they didn't return. So maybe we'll get a similar Easter egg to that of Obi-Wan in this. I think it will be interesting to hear Cal tell this High Republic Jedi, even if by the end of the game they're enemies. I'm interested to see how this High Republic Jedi reacts to the Jedi falling and Order 66 and the Clone Wars. Because when he was alive, the Jedi were at peace for the most part. Hadn't seen Sith in hundreds of years. But I think this guy will be more like a dark Jedi or a fallen Jedi, similar to Taron Malicos. And I will say this, we really need his voice acting, whoever voices this guy, to be on point. Because this could be Game of the Year qualifier for 2023 if everyone's on top of their shit acting-wise. You guys, I am so excited for this game. I'm so ready. I am confirming 100%. I'm doing a playthrough on this channel. I'll have a new mic as well that's not dog. I'll also leave a link in this description for this video to my playthrough of the first game if y'all want to watch it to be ready for the second one. And I couldn't be more excited, y'all. Thank you all so much for the support. I literally got a third of my followers this week. Literally within a week. Y'all are out of your minds, respectfully. Just thank you again all so much for the support. I guess it's true that the beginning on YouTube is always the hardest, getting your footing going. So thank you all for all your support. If you like this video, make sure to like the video, hit the bell to stay notified for more videos. I'll have a Bad Batch Season 2 trailer reaction out soon. I have 6 recorded parts of Dying Light 2, and I will absolutely have parts for this game out too. A Let's Play, a playthrough, however you want to call it. So thank you all so much. I will see y'all again very soon. Thank you for everything y'all have done for me. Peace out, you guys.